Hi guys, and welcome back to Alistair Davies Golf. Today's video is all about the low punch shot, a particularly useful shot this time of year in the UK where we have a lot of wind and we want to control that ball flight a little bit more into greens. It's a shot that I grew up playing a lot because I come from a links course 100 foot above the sea, and you have to play a lot of punch shots. So I'm going to talk you through the keys and setup I changed to hit this low punch shot, and a little bit about how things get altered on Trackman to make sure we hit a shot that still goes straight. What a lot of people get when they play the low punch shot is a misdirection in shots. Because we're moving the ball back and hitting it earlier in our arc, what tends to happen is our swing path tends to go more to the right, and in which case then gives us a lot of push shots, and if the club face stays square to our target, gives us a lot of hook shots. So I'm going to talk you through the ideal scenario in which you can play these shots to make sure they still go straight. So let's explain the science to you. If I just use this hula hoop and a stick. So if you imagine this hula hoop is the bottom of my arc, okay, and I'll try and do it as square on as I can to you. And if I hit the ball earlier on my arc, this now yellow stick is now pointing more to the right of my target. Let me hold it up to this camera here so you can see it a bit more in detail. So if the earlier I go in the arc here, this points to the right. So obviously the more I move this round to contact, so the bottom of the zone is where I'd hit the ball, that points towards target. Later in the arc, the more left it would point. So our angle of attack varies where our swing path will be working. So the ideal scenario when we play a low punch shot is to make sure that we swing a little bit more left if we hit down on the ball more. These two things counteract each other to give us a very similar path. So I'll share you my Trackman data later when I hit these shots so we can look at how my path maintains itself roughly, but my swing direction goes a little bit more left. So swing direction is my actual direction the swing is going in. Club path is where it is in relation to the ground, in relation to the angle of attack. So again, if I'm hitting it on the way down, my path is facing more right. On the way up, my path is facing more left, generally speaking. Okay? So how do we play this shot? So I've got here a 6-iron in my hand. So 6-iron ball position would be just left to center for me, okay? So what I'm going to do with this ball position is move it just right of center. So the ball position now is back here. This is going to allow me to hit down on the golf ball, present less static loft at address and less dynamic loft at impact. So it's going to reduce the height of the shot straight away. I'm also going to place a little bit more weight in my lead foot. This again helps me hit down on the golf ball. I'm also going to have a narrower stance. This subconsciously makes me swing a little bit slower. Because of the narrow stance, I haven't got as much stability, so I won't be able to create as much speed as normal. So it's going to make me play a little bit more within myself naturally. I'm also then going to swing back what I'd class as kind of 7/8 and swing through probably again about 7/8. So it'll be slightly curtailed in swing. This is again to keep the speed down, to keep the height down, but also it happens quite naturally with a narrower stance and the ball being back in the stance and the downswing being more down on the ball. It makes the fall through a bit more curtailed as well. So let's have a go shot. So if we start feet together and I go left foot away, right foot just a fraction, ball position now is in the right side of my stance. Hands opposite my inside left thigh as it would be normally, and then from there I'm going to make a 3/4 backswing and a curtailed fall through, and again a low kind of penetrating shot there, much lower than my normal height would be. And I expect the height to be probably 30 to 40 feet lower than normal. Now the distance is going to be reduced because I'm hitting it softer. Okay, yes, you might say the dynamic loft is being reduced so it'll go further, but the speed's coming down. And every mile an hour our club head speed loses 3 yards. So overall we are going to be losing distance. So I would always take 1 club more, possibly 2 clubs more, and feel we have this shorter swing and within ourselves to play this shot. And again, the only conscious swing thought I have when I'm playing the shot will be to feel that I am swinging a fraction more left. And this is again only because I'm hitting down on the ball to make the swing path similar to normal. So if my swing path is normally out to in by 1 degree, it might well maintain that. If it's normally in to out by 1-2 degrees, it would maintain that. Obviously, doing this, we wanted to change our path and it became a more neutral path, then there's nothing to worry about. The answer really is to let the evidence tell you what to do. So hit some shots doing this, look at the ball flight. If the ball flight is going obviously to the right to target, swing a bit more left. You could aim more left, but ideally swing more left. If the ball flight's hooking too much, hold it off a little bit more and swing a little bit more left, ideally to get that path more neutral and face more neutral so we get a straight ball flight. But the key with this is reducing the height, reducing the spin, so we get control of the ball and cross winds and into the winds, and even use it as a go-to shot on the golf course. If I want to make sure I want to hit the green, it's a bit more accuracy, less distance but more accuracy, and it's a way to sometimes guarantee contact if I'm not playing very well. So use this as your plan C. Also use this to hit the ball in more control. So keys again: narrow stance, ball further back, hands in the normal position, shorter, slower swing, trying to feel that we have more weight on our lead side so we hit more down on the golf ball, and swing a fraction more left will produce a straight, low, penetrating punch shot. Have a go with this. Let me know how you get on. Please chat below. Tell me what videos you want me to do in the future. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I've got regular content coming every week on a variety of subjects. And please like the video if you've enjoyed it. That really helps my channel grow. Catch you again here soon.